Hi everyone, it's Melody with Design by Melody here. I am here to do the fourth project using my citrus twist kits. And the very first thing I'm going to do is just kind of lay out everything so you can see what I have left. I have a good pile of supplies left. I am starting to work my way through things, so you're going to start to see this pile dwindle a bit over the next couple of projects, but I'm still working with it and I'm just trying to figure out what I want to do next with it. So I'm pulling out some different photos from I think these are from December. Yes, this is from December of 2015, and I'm going to end up settling on this one picture. So I'll tell you a little bit about the story as I kind of flip through here and decide what I want to make work. I'm going to set aside that picture of Kaylin with the cat and that little meow card that I had pulled out to use with that, not wood grain paper, but the paper that looks, it's like a wood color, I guess. So that'll be another project coming up for you guys, but I am starting with this one, and this is Kaylin doing karate. So his preschool class took a field trip in December of last year to I'm not going to say this properly, so I'm not even going to pretend to, that they went to basically like a karate place. I don't know if they're called studios or what they're called, but they went to do karate, and it happened to fall on Kaylin's birthday. His birthday's December 2nd. And their field trip happened to fall on his birthday. So he was completely convinced that they were going to do karate for him for his birthday, kind of like to celebrate his birthday. So it didn't matter what you told him, he was convinced that they were going for his birthday. And even now, when he saw me pull out these photos to scrapbook, he was like, "Oh, it was my birthday party." So he still, I mean, to this day, was so convinced that that was for his birthday. So, I mean, whatever. That's what he wanted, and you couldn't tell him otherwise. So that's what it was, I guess, to him. So the title of this is just going to be Birthday Karate. And this layout flies together, like literally took me 30 something minutes. As you can see, this video is very short. I'm going to show you the entire process, but it's not brain surgery by any means. It's very, very simple. And it has a story, just a very small, brief story that I'm going to tell, but it just flies together. It's just easy to put together. So I'm kind of getting to that point with the kit that now I've used a good amount of product already that came in the kit, and especially after the next two layouts, I'm starting to get to the point that the layouts are taking a little bit longer to do because I'm having to think a little bit more. At the beginning of working with a kit for me, if I feel that the products coordinate good or coordinate well with each other, the layouts just fly together because everything coordinates. There's not a whole lot of thought that has to go into it. It just really works well together. And this is one of those kits. So far, this is the fourth project, and a lot of the layouts that I've done so far have just come together so quickly. And to me, I think that that is indicative of a very well coordinated and thought out kit. Now, these are not all from the same collections. So like there's a book paper, there's products from just a bunch of different companies. Like they're not all from the same company. There's a lot of different things that are in this kit. So in order for it to be so well coordinated, it's just a really well put together kit. I'm going to even use that glassine bag that came in the kit, and that was actually packaging in the kit. I'm just going to use that as a layer. The background is extremely busy because it's got all this like paint splattering going on. So I am keeping the embellishments kind of around my photo. They get lost if they're spread around the outside on the background. They get lost because that paint splatter is just such a bold print. So I'm keeping all of my embellishments right around my photo. And that's also another reason why I decided to go ahead and use the font that came in the kit, because it is a pretty bold font and it's very easily noticed on this page. Birthday Karate is extremely noticeable. On the screen, you're not really seeing the metallic gold on those letters, but in person, the metallic really just helps those letters stand out. just sorting through all the supplies as I normally do. I'm really trying to stick to the kit. I left out a lot of the pieces that had like blues and navies and blacks or grays on them to see if I could use them. I'm trying to keep the colors very simple. The blues, the pinks, the only reason I even pulled the pinks in it was because of the title. And then just a couple paper layering under the photo, as you can see. Now the word strips that I'm using, one says shake it off. Then I stamped the one that said happened this week. And then I'm also using you are capable of amazing things. And then also the card that I layered under the photo, that light blue card that kind of goes under the glassine bag as well, says let's be brave enough to dream embarrassingly impossible dreams. I just really like the color of that card, and I thought that that was kind of a nice quote. It's just basically follow your dreams regardless of how you may look when you do them. And Kaylin, oh my gosh, he loves karate. He had such fun. This is not the best quality photo, and there are a ton of people in the photo because you're seeing his class sitting there, and then we're seeing like a reflection of the class in the mirrors. But you can see him, and he's like yelling, and he looks like he's having so much fun. And it was really more so about the story of him thinking that they were here for his birthday. This is the layout that I decided to go ahead and use the buttons. I tried to use the buttons in the first layout, but I just couldn't make it work. So I go ahead and decide just to use it here. I do cut off the twine on that blue button that I had originally like stitched on there, but it just wasn't laying flat enough on my paper, so I cut out that twine. And I'm going to layer that little happy die cut under the edge of my title. I just felt like there needed to be some more blue at the bottom. The background is very much a blue/purple. There's a lot of purple tones in this background paper. I'm also going to layer this one die cut that says True Stories, and then I'm going to use a lot of the little puffy stars and hearts that came in the kit. And that pretty much finishes this. There's not a whole lot else that I do. I did use the white cardstock to layer. Behind the pattern paper, I just did a border around the top and the left of the layout just to give it a little bit of a different look. And then I'm going to add my journaling right here, and it just says Kaylin was convinced the school field trip to karate was just for his birthday. And then that completes the layout. Thank you so much for joining me today, guys. I will have layout number 5 up for you shortly. All right, enjoy your afternoon, and I'll talk to y'all later. Bye.